Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Stargate SG-1. This is Season 2, Episode 10, titled Bane. Yeah, really enjoyed the last episode. That was Secrets. Yep, that's right. Obviously we got introduced again to Heroa? I think it's Heroa. But I could be wrong about that. Sometimes names like that can be a little bit hard to pronounce. Um, yeah, so I do hope we see more of him, maybe a bit less of Apophis. I don't mind seeing him occasionally, but I'd like really to see his story wrap up this season. I know some series do have a tendency to, drag out a villain maybe past what they should be. I'm hoping they're not going to do that with this. Or if they do drag him out, I hope they sort of change it up a bit. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more else to be said. I am running a bit behind. I've done 2 episodes this week. I believe this is the third. And I will be doing 2 others for Patreon exclusively. This will make Patreon 2 episodes ahead, which should make it on a regular Thursday schedule on YouTube, so you will be given a bit more stability with Stargate on YouTube as well, of weekly releases on a Thursday. If you do want the full uncut and edited reaction and early access, you can head over to Patreon. Yeah, I don't think there's much more else to be said, so without further ado, let's just get straight on into this. Oh, a nice advanced city. I wonder if Earth will ever be a bit like that. Mind you, it does look a bit similar, maybe a few decades ahead.
Witness, if you will, a ghost town.
Very advanced ghost town.
The architecture may indicate an Earth ancestry.
My data is consistent with the probe, sir. No radiation, the air's almost 100% pollution-free. Teal, it doesn't seem very
Hopefully
likely
Earth is one day like that.
This, does it? I mean, what with the indigenous people of this planet being gone?
Oh, God!
Oh, jeez.
Carter, Novocaine.
Sir.
Poison.
We better get out of here. No, really? No, really.
Easy.
It's interesting seeing Teal'c in pain like this.
Teal'c, shouldn't your larval ghoul be helping?
That is correct. But it is not. It is, in fact, getting worse.
The blood sample I took showed a rather disturbing amount of DNA that doesn't match Teal'c's.
What does that mean?
Actually, I'm not sure. To be perfectly honest with you, sir, I think I may be out of my league here.
General,
So,
when I was assigned to the Pentagon,
it didn't just put poison in him, it put its own
top geneticist
DNA
and full security
inside him.
He'll be here before the end of the day.
Okay. Not sure that came out as I intended it to.
A
Not
subsequent
good.
analysis of the blood sample revealed none of the subject's matching DNA.
The subject's name is Teal'c. And what are you talking about?
The blood sample I took had only a small.
I know scientists can sometimes be a
The
bit
exact same sample of Teal'c's blood
detached.
was tested only a few hours later. It revealed only one type of DNA strand present.
I can be a bit like that.
It wasn't Teal'c's.
Are you saying that the foreign DNA actually transformed Teal'c's DNA in the blood sample?
Well, DNA doesn't alter DNA. It's probably some sort of retrovirus present.
Okay, bottom line.
How does a retrovirus differ from a normal virus?
Alien insect's venom is rewriting Teal.
Hello, Mayborn.
I thought you would want to see this.
He was the one from the advanced sort of alien. I've forgotten what they were called. The ones that could walk through walls, right?
You've got to be kidding. It's an official order. I have no choice.
Crap out of this man.
Say yes. Approve it.
How long do you figure he has?
It's tough to say. Depends on how strong the Largo Goa'uld is. We have drugs that may help.
That won't be necessary.
Of course it is. We can.
Oh, shit.
All I'm saying is that notwithstanding what happened to Teal'c, there may be invaluable technology on that planet.
Carter, there are bugs on that planet.
Yeah,
Big, huge
I wouldn't go back to that planet.
We just picked up an emergency communication from the driver.
I'm running a search.
This is still my responsibility.
Oh, I'm holding you responsible, Mayborn. Don't you fret.
Damn right.
But the troops are SGC. I'm running the show. You got a problem with that? Take it up with Hammond.
I will.
Alien insect's venom is affecting his physical makeup. With every passing moment, he is ceasing to be a Jafar.
It is too late. All right, listen. You're changing. You don't want this to happen. You told me you'd rather die. Teal'c,
So it's some sort of mind control.
Helped? Mayborn was hoping Teal'c would change, and you were gonna let him.
No, I wasn't. Whatever you may think. Samantha, I am offering you my help.
Okay, what do you need?
Well, we have to find out which of the drugs will work.
How?
The skin is cut with an auroch knife. The pure molten gold is poured into the wound.
Oh.
Wow. Don't that hurt when they do that?
I would assume it's extremely painful.
It would-
It's sort of made, not more, but at least the odd Earth-based story. Not too many, but it would be interesting to have a few where the team focus more on an issue on Earth.
It's SG-1.
Close those doors! Where's it? Where's it? There!
You winged it. No shot.
just winged it.
Teal'c isn't going to turn into just one of those things.
No, sir. He's gonna turn into a whole lot of those things.
Jeez. Yeah.
Man.
Give me your food and then just go.
I must eat.
Got a
Insects from
probability.
another
That's the
world.
worst case scenario if the mutation in Teal'c runs the full course.
How bad?
Well, the insect can multiply exponentially. So every person who's stung could turn into about 10 bugs. Now, we don't have an exact
Jeez.
time on the incubation, but
But we're easily guessing on the safe side.
we could have swarms in the order of millions in 6 to 8 weeks.
Jeez. Obviously, it also depends how far those bugs can fly, like, or how long it takes them to travel across land. And whether they could actually leave, you know, like the American, North America, South American continent, if they couldn't leave there, other nations would be safe.
You could tell who the bad guys were just by smelling them.
That would be a nice trick.
Got nothing better to do?
I must admit, I did like the first maybe 15 minutes of this episode. The second half, I'm not as into it as I was the beginning. I feel the story has died off a bit.
I think we've got it. It's this drug that's actually slowing the transformation in the...
Jeez, you come out like that.
I can't just access them at will. Believe me, I've been trying.
It's too bad you can't zap it with those paddles like they do on
Yeah, I said that.
What?
It couldn't be that simple.
Defibbing would kill it.
But we've done our best to synthesize almost every environmental condition the Gould larval has inside teal.
Did you? You don't really want this to happen, do you?
No, you don't. I do like her. I think she's quite a good character.
Getting better.
Go get help.
So local authorities can help, right? Because local authorities are on the side of the SGC.
No.
Need to reverse the damage already done.
So it wouldn't have helped
Easy on the thing
without the
most about
symbiote.
yourself is what saved your life.
Hey, you...
Teal! Hi!
Greetings, Allie.
You're okay.
Thanks to you, I am feeling much better.
Wicked! This is so cool! Have any time to play?
Actually, guess we shouldn't have loaded it, huh?
So true. I like the glasses.
Always would she defend herself.
I like that. Tilt's very much like his mentality is like that of a younger kid, more akin to her age. That story was okay. I'm gonna give it a low 7. I must admit, I did enjoy the beginning of it. I feel though it slowed down near the end. However, that scene right there at the end, I thought was really good because sort of got to see a bit of a human sort of adolescent sort of side of him, which is good. You know, seeing him at the end is a bit like, this is fun, you know, I want to play with these water guns because this is fun. And I like that. After seeing him in such a bad state for the whole episode, seeing him like that at the end, you know, having a bit of fun, shooting a water gun at Daniel was pretty good. But yeah, I guess in a way, I suppose it's a bit out of social norms because, you know, we don't really consider sort of adults, water guns, that sort of thing. Laser tag, yes, but water guns we typically associate more with adolescents. Or if, you know, you're playing with your own kid or a family member, that sort of thing. But generally speaking, you know, Tilk is very much here like, this is good fun. I want to do this again. But yeah, the start of the story, interesting with the bugs. There was obviously a number of things that I was unsure, or am unsure about, like, terminologies like RNA. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference between a retrovirus and a normal virus. Obviously, metamorphosis, changing from basically a human into those bugs, which is really creepy. Had a bit of an alien sort of vibe to it. I really should watch some of the newer Alien movies. I've not seen any of the new Alien or Predator movies. Really should watch them. I'm trying to think if there's anything really significant to point out in this episode. I don't think there is. I don't think there's any significant underlying main storyline. This was very much a monster of the week sort of story. But let's break it down anyway, just in case. Here we have them on an advanced planet, maybe a decade or two ahead. The bug infects, or stings Teal'c. Then we see there are literally lots and lots of these bugs on this planet. The symbiote seems to only be holding back the tide. I do like here how Teal'c, he was sort of afraid, we saw a side of him, fear, that we're not really used to seeing with Teal'c. Then Dr. Fraser says she's out of her league. Sam says you bring in this specialist who deals with this sort of thing. Basically, Teal'c's DNA was being rewritten to match the bug's DNA. Here we're introduced to Colonel Maybourne. Is that it? I think that was it. Colonel Maybourne again, who was in that episode. Was it called Solitude? No, Solitudes. That was the one in Antarctica, wasn't it? I can't remember the name of the episode, but it was the one with the aliens that could walk through walls, right? And the one that Sam sort of had a thing with in that one episode. Here, Teal'c is taken away by Maybourne in the car. Basically, truck escapes, takes out his symbiote. Generally expecting that the virus is affecting his mind. And yeah, they're obviously trying to keep the symbiote alive. Teal'c's on the run. Then they were saying need to get the specimen, a bug specimen. Here we have Teal'c wandering the streets, obviously trying to find a place to hide. We're sort of introduced to a new character, this girl. They come back, they manage to capture a bug. We also see here that humans turn into a lot of those bugs. I really do like her character, she's pretty cool. Nice one-off, I would assume. Her character doesn't seem to be that of a long-lasting character. Yeah. Then we sort of have her getting food for Teal'c. And talking about Teal'c being a good guy, really, and wouldn't hurt her. And her father is was a police officer. He was shot. Here we have Maybourne searching the place of which Teal'c is hiding, but the girl... Oh, whoops. The girl is protecting Teal'c. When she comes back, sees him, though, she does get quite concerned. Here we have Jack come up with the idea of basically adding an electrical field to the symbiote, and that seems to work. Here, the girl very much decides to contact Colonel O'Neill. And yeah, they rescue him with the help of that girl calling him. And he's saved, and the bug was destroyed by the Doctor. And yeah, then they end up playing Water Gun. At the end, Teal'c and the girl. I love the glasses that Teal'c's got on. It really looks good on him. Okay, so that was my breakdown of Stargate SG-1 Bane. I'm gonna stick with a low 7. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more else to be said. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe. And you can follow me over on Twitter and Facebook if you want to. The links are in the description below. So that's all for now, and I will see you next time. Bye.